Folks, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I wanted to talk about this morning. I told you, I've spent more time on this because obviously the Democrats want to do everything, and the media, to divert attention away from the biggest private sector stimulus package maybe in our history of this country. Maybe the largest stimulus package in this country's history. They will not bring up this morning. It's Michael Flynn lying to the FBI. And what did Jared Kushner know when they were in Mar-a-Lago on December 29th or whatever, and Kellyanne Conway was there, and Jared Kushner was there, and Bannon was there. I'm just telling you now that they will not talk because, see, the $831 billion Reinvestment Act that had to be printed and paid for by the American taxpayers, oh, they were gushing over that. But this is a big deal, okay? This will, when they get this done, this will guarantee, Gary, I better back out the word guarantee. This will pretty much validate that the Republicans can win 2018. Because let me tell you something, people vote their pocketbook, as they say. And if they got money in it, they go vote. If they don't and they're seeing it tough, they go vote one way or the other. U.S., I want to run this by you. The U.S. companies with the most cash parked off overseas. Most cash. Many of the, put that picture up. That's the picture I want. This is a graph there. The U.S. companies with the most cash parked. Axios website, Bob Herman, 4 hours ago. Many of the largest U.S. companies, especially big tech players like Apple and Microsoft, especially big tech players like Apple and Microsoft, and pharmaceutical giants like Johnson & Johnson and Pfizer, have trillions of dollars parked offshore in offshore subsidies, and they benefit immensely from the Republican tax overhaul, which would allow them to bring cash back into the U.S. at a very low tax rate. Trillions of dollars parked offshore, ready to come home. That will happen. They will get it done. Now, by Friday, we have to fund the government. Yes, once again, we have to fund the government. Mitch McConnell said it will be funded. Okay? Democrats will, I do not predict that they will go totally crazy over DACA. They will make it look like. I think Democrats will make it look like they're really upset over DACA. That's what I think, and we will see. Okay? I think they will try to make it look like that, hey, you know what? DACA, if it's not taken care of, we're not going to help pass this. Well, it'll pass, okay? Spending on the 8th will pass. I want to go, let's see, who is this? Let me see. Let's just put this up real quick. It says Fox tax plan before I move up. This was Fox Sunday, all right? All right, Fox tax plan is what it says. And this is how Fox led off. Joint committee on taxation, Senate bill adds $1 trillion to the deficit. That is every network. Every network, that's all they keep talking about, is adding to the deficit. Okay, that's everything they add about. Now ABC, they started out with just put ABC Russia. Okay, not the tax plan, ABC Russia. This was the start of ABC this week with George Stephanopoulos. ABC Russia reaches the White House. The investigation reaches the White House. This week on ABC, Dick Durbin put up a 479-page plan. This week, 479-page plan is what the name of that picture is. 479 pages is the tax plan. There's Dick Durbin making a big deal out of 479 pages, which I don't like. I think every bill in Congress period should not be able to exceed 100 pages. 100 pages should be the max. 479, the tax plan bill. All right. Meet the Press did put up the tax bill, put up NBC tax plan. Meet the Press did put up HR 1, the tax, it's NBC tax plan is what it's named. And they did put up the Saturday HR 1, the Tax Reconciliation Act. Okay. Do you have that pic? Okay, it just says NBC tax plan was what I named it. So they put that up on NBC. The yays were 51, the nays were 49, and Mike Pence, Vice President Mike Pence, was in the well there leading the Senate. He presides over the Senate in case he was needed for that vote. Your Vice President of the United States, that's okay if you can't find it. I just had an NBC tax plan. Okay. I may not have sent it. I may not have sent it. I may forgot to click on it and send it to you. So that's the trillions of dollars that is parked offshore. Okay, trillions of dollars. Let me look at this. I'm trying to see where exactly I want to go right now. Let's go to a picture I have called Post 1. Let's talk about. It's called Post 1. The Washington Post. Sam, put the card up for a minute. Sorry about that, folks. I thought I'd sent Sam several pictures this morning, and I forgot to hit send on the email, and I had to double check. So I apologize for that. There was a couple pictures I wanted to use this morning, but so we find out this is written from the Washington Examiner this morning, and it's an opinion piece. Nunez blows up, threatens contempt after FBI stonewalls house on Russian investigation. Demoted for anti-Trump bias. Okay. Do you have Peter's picture there? I forget his last name. House Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes has issued an angry demand to the FBI and Department of Justice to explain why he kept the committee in the dark over the reason Special Counsel Robert Mueller kicked a key supervising FBI agent off the Russian Trump investigation. They kept this guy, here's Mueller, he should be gone. They kept this guy, Peter Zorak, all right? Zorak, all right? They kept him, they kept the committee, the Department of Justice kept the House committee in the dark over reasons why. You see, this guy was a head supervising, he was a key supervising FBI agent. He was a lead on the Russian Trump investigation. He was a lead on the Hillary Clinton emails. But see, they moved him. They moved him from a lead on major investigations. Mueller moved him to HR, demoted him. Well, when they found out that he got demoted, the House committee kept saying, Nunes kept saying, why'd this guy get demoted? Why is he demoted over to HR, like pushing pencils and paper? Why? Stonewalled. All right? Stories in both the Washington Post and the New York Times on Saturday reported that Peter Jurek, who played a key role in the original FBI investigation into Trump's Russia matter and then a key role in the Mueller's investigation, and who earlier had played an equally critical role in the FBI Hillary Clinton email investigation, was reassigned out of Mueller's office because of an anti-Trump text he exchanged with the top FBI lawyer, Lisa Page. Put up Page. Lisa Page with Strawrick was having an extramarital affair. Now here he is with Lisa Page, and she is an FBI attorney on the same investigations. Strawrick transferred to the FBI's Human Resources Office. An obvious demotion. The Post reported that Strawrick and Page exchanged text messages that expressed anti-Trump sentiments and other comments that appeared to favor Clinton. Word of the message and the affair were news to Nunes. He didn't know. Even though the committee had issued a subpoena that covered information about Zorak's demotion more than 3 months ago, the committee's broadly worded subpoena for information related to a so-called Trump dossier went to the FBI and Department of Justice on August 24th. Now, as you can tell, I'm reading this. I read this article twice. It amazed me. On August 24th, they sent your Congress, your elected officials, your representatives sent the FBI and the Department of Justice on August 24th wanting to know, hey, why is this person been demoted? Back in July, why has this person been demoted? We want answers, okay? In the follow-up conversations on the scope of the subpoena, committee staff told FBI and Department of Justice that it included information on the circumstances of Zorak's reassignment on October 11th. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because you got other channels doing all these timelines, okay? On October 11th, Nunes met with Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein. In the meeting, Nunes specifically discussed the committee's request for the information about Strawrick. Nothing. That's October 11th. In an October 31st committee staff meeting with the FBI, Bureau officials refused a request for information about him. On November 20th, the committee again requested an interview with Strawrick. 3 days earlier, on November 17th, Strawrick met with the Senate Intelligence Committee. On November 29th, Nunes again spoke to Rosenstein and again discussed Strawrick. On December 1st, the committee again requested to speak to Starrick. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. How can you trust anything the FBI is doing? How can you trust anything that the Department of Justice and what is going on here? Now, Trump says that let's put up the Trump tweet FBI agent. Yeah, that's me. Actually, I may not have sent that to you, but Trump tweeted out, anti-Trump FBI agent led Clinton email probe. Now it all starts to make sense. Now it all starts to make sense. I thought I sent that to you. I thought I emailed all these to you, Sam, so I'm sorry if I did, because it said Trump tweet FBI agent. Trump tweet, the FBI's in tatters. Do I have that one over there? Did that one make it? After years of Comey with the phony, dishonest Clinton investigation and more, running the FBI is running the FBI, his reputation is in tatters. Okay? It's in tatters, worst in history. But fear not, we will bring it back to greatness. And why is everybody upset? It's the truth. The FBI is in a total mess, okay? Trump tweet, Clinton emails. That's okay. All right, that's fine. Tainted. No, very dishonest. Trump tweets out, tainted? No, very dishonest. FBI agent's role in Clinton probe under review, led Clinton email probe, Fox and Friends, at Fox and Friends, he tagged Fox and Friends. Clinton money going to wife of another FBI agent in charge. The FBI is in tatters. The President of the United States has called it out. The bottom line, that's all there is to it. Michael Flynn, I know we... Michael Flynn, post 1. Put up post. Did I send you post 1? From the Washington Post. I got that this time, right? There he is. Once inside, most witnesses are seated in a windowless conference room where 2 and 3 people teams of the FBI agents and prosecutors rotate in and out, pressing them for answers inside the secret nerve center of Mueller's investigation. And then go for number 2, the post number 2. Among the topics that have been of keen interest to investigators, how foreign government officials and other emissaries contacted Trump officials, as well as the actions and interplay of Flynn and Jared Kushner, the president's son-in-law. Folks, I would like to say that it's a sad day. Go put Kate Steinle up. It's a sad day when the news is completely surrounding Flynn, Trump. There's no collusion with the Russians, absolutely nothing. And the media bypassed all weekend long. I did not see any morning shows this weekend that dealt with Kate Steinle, the death of Kate Steinle, this illegal being found innocent, and the Department of Justice looking at charges. That's where we're at. And you wonder why Donald Trump endorsed Roy Moore. I'm going to take a break. It's 9:24. I got a couple other things I want to get to before the show's over, and I want to make sure they're set up. Take us to break, Sam.